All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in his word in truth and sincerity, Lord willing. This could be an edifying video. And I'm in transit. I'm on my way to my job. So, I'm going to just be quoting scriptures. But, I wanted to do this video, man. Spirit on me, because last night, they were saying peace and safety. Trump was posting, talking about, I got Israel and Iran to agree to a ceasefire. You had Netanyahu say we agreed to stop fighting. It was 12 hours, and then it got to 6 hours, and they were still going at it. Iran was still sending ballistic missiles. Israel was still hitting them. They were fighting to the last minute, so to say. And then when the time came, they both said they agreed to it. Even Moscow Moscow, which, Russia, even they were like, we hope this ceasefire can last. We're glad they came to a ceasefire. But then what happened? Israel did what they always do. They said Iran, which it is some reports saying that Iran did a ballistic missile attack, even though they agreed to the ceasefire. But then you had somebody in the top government of Iran say that they didn't do an attack, and Israel is accusing them of breaking the ceasefire. They did a similar thing with Hamas, man, and Hezbollah, different factions, So now it's back up. And I already knew that shit was going to be short-lived, man. I was telling brothers, I was like, man, this shit just a smoke screen. They're planning something, because you even had reports while they was talking about this so-called ceasefire, there was reports of a bomb threat at the White House. So, hey, we're looking out for a major T attack, Lord willing, to happen today, because they playing with the market, they playing with the oil. Oil should be skyrocketing right now. It shouldn't be going down. But like the scriptures say, they shall think themselves to be in good case, but even then shall evils grow on the earth. See, we're not in the time of peace. The scriptures say there is no peace unto the wicked, saith the Lord. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, there's a time and place for everything, a time of peace and a time of war. We're in the time of war. We're not in the time of peace. And that message that Trump posted about what Medvedev said, the former president of Russia, hey, that was pretty much a nuclear threat to Russia, man. And Russia responded like, Medvedev, he responded. He pretty much said, hey, we'll need to talk about who got the most nukes. So the Lord got that tension between Russia and America at an all-time high right now. And Russia is not going to allow a regime change in Iran. They already said that's unacceptable. Because that's truly what Israel, them small hats, okay? Them small hats and, Babylon, that's what they want. They want a regime change. They ain't, that whole, they got nukes, their enrichment, man, that's deceit, man. Trump pretty much admitted it on his Truth Social. And now he's coming out talking about, I'm disappointed in Israel, and, he gotta pretend like he really give a damn, when he's all for war. He's all for the agenda, man. And what was it? Thank you, Trump was trending yesterday. People were saying, see, you people are just dumb. because he so-called brokered a peace, which it ain't no peace. They back at it. But you people are dumb. Yeah, Trump, yeah, he wants peace. You people are still fooled. You still don't fucking get it. You just gonna learn the hard way. You know, you trusted in this guy, and this guy is just, he's controlled opposition. Brother's been telling you this, man. And it came out, old pictures of him hugged up with Epstein, man. But you people are idiots. Okay, like it says in Psalm 75:7, the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. He's taking these. We're in the Esau's world, man. Okay, so shit ain't going back to so-called normal. Okay, it's gonna keep being war. The Lord is getting this thing ready. It's gonna be false T attacks. Gonna be LDs, lockdowns. Okay, gonna be the mandatory push, the mandatory. You gotta take the MOTB, which is the implantable device in your hand or in your forehead. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell without it. Elon Musk is using the Neuralink. You know, they're gonna do miracles with it. And you people gonna eat it up, especially when desperation kicks in, when you're not able to eat, when you're not able to drink, when you're not able to buy or sell. Okay, because the dollar is through. Alright, war is inevitable. It's going to happen. Alright, and just like the prophecy says, in Jeremiah 50:45, the least of the flock shall draw them out. That's exactly what's happening. America is being drawn into a third war, a global conflict. They're being pulled into it by Israel. Exactly as the Bible says, man. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Israel is drawing America into a global conflict, which is not just going to be the U.S. and Israel ganging up on Iran. They have allies, man. North Korea, Russia, China, Pakistan. They're going to get involved, man. And right now we're seeing Saudi Arabia, the UAE, condemning Iran for their attack yesterday on U.S. bases. But eventually they're going to have to fucking wake the fuck up. Okay, we know Saudi Arabia, you know, all that desert is where these troops going to be gathered. That's the land barren and desolate. Okay? And that's where they're going to fight at. Alright? You know, Apostle Tahar, he did a video breaking that down yesterday. But, you know, it's going down, man. It ain't nothing you people can do that can stop the Lord's prophecies. It's going down. So, the Lord is doing exactly what he said would happen. Alright? And see, even your own allies, as it says in Revelation 17, the beast shall hate the whore and shall consume her with fire. Roughly paraphrasing. We know the beast is NATO and the EU. They're all going to turn against America. Because right now you got the UK talking about they militarily support what the US and Israel's doing, and you know they're going to get involved if Iran. They said that if Iran attacks US bases, they're going to view that as pretty much Article 5. You know? It's pretty much what they said. And it's going down, man. Okay? We're literally seeing prophecy manifest. And this is just the beginning of sorrows. The Lord ain't even really got the game started yet. You know, they still stretching. They still, you know, right now it's just missile for missile. But, hey, they about to send troops. Hey, it's about to go down, man. So we just got to keep watching. That's all we got to do. All right, so like I said, just a quick in transit, you know, on my way to the job. Just wanted to briefly speak on it. You know, just gotta stay on our watch, stay watching, stay prayed up, stay watching. Like Yahweh Shah said, watch and pray. Alright? That's what we doing. These people in the world, they got no idea what's going on, man. They think this shit's sweet. But like I said, just a quick in transit, Lord willing, it was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.